Good morning. How y'all feeling? Good morning, Edis. Good morning, Justin. Hey, Darren. Good morning. Welcome, Well Planned. How you feeling? How y'all feeling today? Okay, there we go. Hey, Elroy. Good morning. Thank you, darling. How you doing? Hey, Casey. Good morning, Theo. Hey, Sam. Good morning,
Good
Ja'Cory.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Theo. Darren, welcome back to class.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Thank you for
that
joining us,
is
darling. This your first time? Welcome.
welcome.
We appreciate you coming in. We got topics Thursday today. We about to talk about it. Yes,
Casey
Casey.
and Elroy. Justin. Mark. Blossom. Good morning, boys and girls.
Not boys and girls. Okay. How y'all feeling? It's Topic Thursday. We about to talk about this list. Okay. Foolishness. Good morning, Tim. That's why my other friend, how's you doing? Checking on you as well, Ja'Cory. Um, she the teacher. That's funny. Come on, Mr. Rogers. I can't. All rise. Court is in session. Court is not today. It is not
Court
today.
is not in session until Sky says so, because she's the only one that's running for anything.
No, Keisha running for prosecution.
Oh, that's right. But Sky put together a flyer and everything. I loved it.
She sure
She was
did.
serious about her position.
Super
Y'all
serious.
better y'all better not play with Skylina.
We gonna take a vote. So Sky looks
Oh,
like
I
she's
know
in the
where
lead.
my vote going. She in the lead.
She in the lead. And also, I think it necessary that you be here on a regular basis in order to hold a position. Because how you gonna know all the goings ons? You know? I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just
All
saying.
righty. All righty then.
But everybody run. Have your way. I'm just saying.
Blossom.
Anywho,
You here to show me.
hey, what happened to our court gesture? I don't know. I don't know. I
The
don't know.
jester, listen, it's several jesters up in this joint.
Involuntarily or voluntarily, who knows? But
No.
this is the After Party podcast where your host is Tam and Portia, and our initials are TAP. So we like to say tap that. So tap, tap, tap up the screen, please, and thank you. Our goal for our liking goal every day, thank you, Legendary, is 30K a day. Okay, so don't forget to tap up this screen. Also, y'all see what the gift and goal is today. It's some corn. Okay, because at one of these restaurants or one of these, I'm sure you can take me get some corn. But
I thought she was trying to say y'all was corny, but anyway, I digress.
oh Lord, no, that's not what I
Or the
was
listeners
saying.
too. I thought that's what was going on.
I don't feel like tapping today. Okay, dear. Well, sit on the sidelines. That's what you want to
Get
do.
your ass out. Ain't nobody putting up with this shit. And get the fucking tapping because it's only 435 likes. What the hell?
Good morning, Skylina. Thank you so much, Legendary. Thank you so much, Darlene. Appreciate you. Thank you,
David Howell, I
everyone.
see you liking. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Legend liking.
thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you, Darren. You gonna give us corn, but you okay? That's fine. Thank you. All right, so let's get into this list. Okay. Oh, first of all, let's talk about this. Tim, the language. Let's talk about yesterday. Episode number 10 dropped for us. Hindrance. How did y'all? I mean, hindered. How did y'all? How did y'all enjoy it? Did y'all watch it yet? Who was in the
If
room?
you haven't, you can.
Who was in the
Uh,
room? Who was in the room? Did y'all see it
it's a
yet?
lot. If y'all haven't, go
Mm,
on over there and check it out.
you haven't
It
seen
was
it?
great. Darren, you watched it? When?
I don't believe you, Darren. I feel like Aurora. Thank you so much for following. Is this your first time with us?
Welcome.
Look at Casey. It was interesting.
Oh, I don't know.
Thank you. Thank y'all for
It's got
joining.
Darren said he watched all the videos. Okay.
Oh,
He said don't come for him. He didn't watch them all.
okay.
Sorry, Darren. What was
What were we
what
thinking?
was we thinking?
Jesus. Um. Okay, I changed my name from Professor X to Zay. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Zay. How you feeling, love? It was good, at least the part I came in on. Okay, you can always go back and watch it now.
Thank
Hmm.
you, Blossom. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, go on over there. The link is in our bio. And also subscribe, like, share out our podcast page. And
Yes,
also you can find us on Spotify.
absolutely. Good morning, Cock Watchers 23. Is this your first time with us? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
Welcome.
Today is Topic Tuesday. The boxes are open. I need y'all to come on in, give y'all opinion on this here list. Y'all see it here. I also got it here. Let's talk about it. Good morning, Jen. How you feeling, love?
To get up to 100 of these coins, they 1 cent.
Corn. Y'all seen that video before? It's so cute and funny. Tuesday. Oh, I said Tuesday? It's Thursday. You know what I meant. It started with a T. What's the topic? The topic is this list that these women on Facebook compiled. I'm great, but hoping it's Thursday. Sorry guys.
Absolutely Thursday.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So we're talking about this list that these women on Facebook put together, the top 30 places to not take them for a first date. Okay. Question. Anywho, so I denied him because he wanted to take me to an expensive restaurant for dinner. Really? Interesting. So let's run down this list, okay? First restaurant. Again, boxes are open. Please feel free to come on in and talk about it with us. First restaurant on the list is Cheesecake Factory. Now, I don't understand. I don't know if you guys have watched that recent video that went viral with I'm going to keep my comments to myself, woman was in the car and refused to get out of the vehicle when her date pulled up to Cheesecake Factory. Now, if you're not privy to the background or the context of that video, he had reservations for this really nice place or whatever, some exclusive place. And the girl, when he went to pick her up, I guess, was extremely late. Good morning, mommy. Extremely late coming out. And so they missed their reservation. So when she came out, he still was like, we can go somewhere. And he pulled up to Cheesecake Factory as a secondary choice, right? And she refused to get out the car when the man tried to open her door because she was like, I look like this and he gonna pull me up to a Cheesecake Factory. I am not Cheesecake Factory. Like, she's worthy of more. And yeah, the man was really confusion, and I would have told her to get out my car and left her right there if that was me. But anywho, yeah. So the Cheesecake Factory is number one on this list because a lot of women agree with that foolishness, but a lot of people also was like, "Baby, bye." Like, what's happening? The Cheesecake Factory? He didn't take you to Checkers. I don't
Oh
know.
shit.
He didn't take you to McDonald's. It's the Cheesecake Factory.
The
Like,
Gold Dipper?
oh, I would have took her right back home. Exactly, Cop Watch. Yup, bye bye. Exactly, Jen, Cop Watcher. Listen, it's some foolishness. So for me, my vote, we're gonna do votes, okay, Sam? We can say our piece, but we're gonna vote what yay or nay, okay? For me, the Cheesecake Factory is a yay. Okay. I like the Cheesecake
Are
Factory.
we only talking about first dates or are we talking about any dates?
First dates. Let's just stick to the first dates. Or do you want to do any date?
No. It's however you want to do it. I'm just asking before I give my answer.
Let's stick to first dates. The man list in Discord. Oh Lord. Let's share. You gotta share it with me. Send it to me. Okay, so Cheesecake Factory is a yes for me. I love a lot of their options, but I pretty much always get the same thing. I love their drinks. I love the cheesecake. Listen, I'm here for it. I don't know what these people talking about. Damn.
Yeah.
You say
It's a
yes?
yes. Yes. Mhm.
What did you think about that woman that didn't get out the car?
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. So this is my first time hearing this story, but also it's foolishness. Like I'm a punctual type of person. If I'm gonna be late, it's probably gonna be 5-10 minutes. Like I'm not having nobody waiting for me for hours and then thinking that they supposed to still be waiting. So if she had the man waiting and they missed their reservation, I mean, he should have pulled her up to the local carry out. I mean, I don't know. Anyway.
That part. How do y'all
He
feel
should
about
have
the piece?
not waited for her and said maybe we should reschedule, and then he could have reconsidered whether to fool with her, because somebody that doesn't take into account your time is not worthy of it.
That part. That part. How do y'all feel about the Cheesecake Factory? Is it a yay or nay? She said not to carry out. He should have just let her sit in the car and went right on in. Exactly. And she could have called herself an Uber or a Lyft and went on about her business. I'm glad I'm here for this conversation. Hey, Petty Lady, how you feeling, love? Barry said Tim was an hour late. Cody, Cody,
Yeah.
who's you? What's happening? Um, Darren said he should have took her to get a mall Chinese food. Lord Jesus. Jen said yes. Is it a yes or a no for y'all for Cheesecake Factory, ladies?
It looked like they were saying
My friends
yes.
said yes. Ladies, get in the box. Thank you, Elroy. I'm married and me and my husband tear up Cheesecake Factory. Period. Love and
Okay,
location.
so that's different though. That's different because what I would do with my guy and what I would do on a first date is going to look totally different.
Yes. Welcome, love and locations. This your first time with us? Thank you for joining.
We're still only at 74 corn, and so the boxes should not be open yet.
Oh shoot, I forget.
Oh, my bad.
I forget. I'm
Good
sorry.
morning, Letty.
Letty, good
Good to hear from
morning.
you.
Good morning, ladies. I was having this conversation about this whole list of things. What is it, like 30 things?
Yeah.
I know y'all be busy when I be on live because you know the time difference and everything. You know I'm on the West Coast, so my bad.
No, you good.
But when I looked at this list, I didn't see nothing wrong with the list. The only thing I seen wrong with it was you going to their house, they coming to your house, and going to the movies. I didn't see wrong with anything. I didn't see there being wrong with you grabbing something from the fast food and y'all going to go sit at the water and have a whole conversation. Just because let me focus in on this the right way. I am not built for this generation here of we gonna sit here and act like we too good for something because you weren't too good for when your parents was taking you and you was asking to go to those places when you was a tiny person. Now you done got an adult and you done became bougie. For what? There ain't no reason for you to be bougie. If there was a reason that you didn't want to go, you should have said, I have another place that I would like to go, and offer that as a place or a space. But as a for a first date, why would you pass up Applebee's for the happy hour? It's a good
Baby, I
time.
wouldn't go to Applebee's on any day.
But
So I
but
think it's
but
a
but
preference. It's
Tam,
definitely a
it's a
preference.
preference. But
It is
you
a preference
just
for sure. I'm
but you
not saying that
snooting your
any.
nose up. You snooting your nose up.
No, I'm not saying any of these things should be off of the list, but as you stated earlier, it's a preference, right? So
Right.
if you are getting to know me and want to take me out, right, then you should be asking me some of these qualifying questions. So I'm kind of agreeing with you. I'm not totally disagreeing with you.
But
I was
but
just saying
Tam,
that.
but Tam, I'm not
Mhm.
saying it totally. I'm not saying no. If
Right.
these are places that you gonna have a whole conversation, that's like me saying, okay, Tam, where would you like to go for lunch? If I'm with you, I'm gonna say where would you like to go? Because as a person, whether I'm courting a person or being courted, or it's my friend and we're trying somewhere, I want us to
Mhm.
be able to be somewhere where you gonna be comfortable and I'm gonna be comfortable. I don't see the issue with what was on there, but it just was like, this is just what it is. There's no context. So we're just, how you gonna throw all the food chains off the thing? We ain't eating nowhere then.
Exactly.
Right. Right.
Real
Well,
quick, let
and
me.
and
Oh, go on.
I'm saying I wasn't necessarily disagreeing with you. I was agreeing with your statement that if you don't like a certain place, then you should offer up something else.
Right.
I was getting to that point. Not that I was disagreeing with what you were saying. So I want to clear that up.
No, you good. You good. And,
Let me
and
go
I
to the
agree though,
comments
Tam.
real quick. Let me go to the comments real quick. Legendary said, I feel like if you hungry, you hungry. Don't be picky when you was the one that was late. All right.
Ooh,
Good morning, Keisha.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
Cop Watcher says, who doesn't love a good cheesecake, right? I know that's right. Elroy said, we need to make an exception today for the ladies. We need to get them in the
What I
box on
had
this
said
topic.
yesterday for the
Yeah.
form. He was talking
Sorry,
to.
I totally forgot. I'm sorry. Tim know I be acting like a blind child. Whatever. Anyway, thank you for the follow, love, and locations. Cop Watcher says I think they call them gold diggers. Ooh, Justice says she probably
well,
couldn't even afford the Cheesecake Factory. Shaking my head. LOL. Good
yikes.
morning, Mr. Reese. How you doing? The topic today is this 30 places to not take a woman on a first date that some women have created, and we're gonna talk about it because
Oh,
we need to
but
figure out how everybody
But
feels.
is this women or like was this one
so
person? I don't know the real
can
story
I,
behind the
Tam,
list.
I got the whole story for y'all for that.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna give y'all the story. I'm so sorry, y'all. So when I seen it from a different perspective. There was no list made. When I seen it, it was, the question was, where would you not like to go, or something along those lines. And so it was a few different women who gave their opinion on places that these weren't places that they felt were a good first date. When I went along and I read all of the places where you at, Portia, I think the only thing that didn't sit truly well with me was the movies. And I think there's something about like going to somebody's house
Yeah, we're
and
gonna run through
then
the list. We're gonna run through the whole list.
and doing, I think it was Hulu and Netflix and chill or Prime or
Mhm.
whatever. And I was like, but why would you want to put yourself in a place or a space that you felt that comfortable going to somebody else's house on a first date?
Well,
I could,
listen. The thing about it is, Letty, everybody is different,
you right.
and some people don't mind. Some people are eating booty on the first date. Listen,
I
um,
do. Yes,
to
you're
each his
right.
own. I'm just saying. I heard it was a whole nother viral thing on the internet. But anyway,
Yes. Yes.
um, thank you for joining Love and Locations. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Morning.
Wonderful.
Thank you
Oh,
for joining us.
Okay, y'all. So I'm kind of whispering. I actually live in Thailand.
uh-huh.
So
Oh,
it's
well, welcome
nighttime over
to
here. My husband is asleep. So I
Oh,
ain't trying to get him
okay.
stressed out,
Don't
okay?
don't
Oh,
wake
hey,
him up.
Tyrian.
I love
So
it.
look,
Wake him up.
I think
Okay,
these
let's
folks,
be quiet so we can hear.
listen, I think these people done lost their mind, y'all, because listen, it's like this generation, okay, and I'm a millennial, right? I'm
Right.
a millennial. I feel like this generation, specifically mines and the ones right after us, have lost their everlasting mind. It's like there's no like natural or like logical medium with people. It's like the internet has made everything instant gratification, even when it comes down to dating. Like these girls do not want to go to the movies. They don't want to go to IHOP. My the first date that my the first date that my husband took me on was to like another broken egg. It was like something that was just like so off the wall, and he is the love of my life. This is like I have so much substance in this man in my relationship because I wasn't really worried about going to somewhere. I mean, it's like these girls is like they done took know my worth to a whole nother level. It's like how am I know your worth, sis, if I don't know you? I'm not flying you out to another country on date one because you don't watch somebody's fucking TikTok and think that's how shit is supposed to go and you don't live in the real world. You don't want to go.
Okay.
You don't want to go get. You don't want to go catch a good movie. Now, okay. I will meet them in the middle with movie because you can't really talk to somebody and get to know them at the movie. So that's okay.
But
Okay,
you can have drinks
that's
before now. Most movie theaters
exactly
got whole bars.
that's
Like,
logical.
Yeah.
That's I can somewhat agree with you, but I just feel like the level of cognitive capability with these young ladies is so TikTok that it's just like
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever
it's like
social
they're
media
putting a
platform.
needle and just injecting TikTok into their brains, their
Right.
wrists, their any
Mhm.
vein they can get to when the real half of these folks can't carry a conversation outside of how they look, can't
Amen.
don't know how to can't add without they calculator. Like we gotta slow down and really get back to substance and having real connections with people because this instant gratification shit has gone completely too far. Yes, I think a man should court you. I do think a man should know your worth. I think a man should wine and dine a woman that he wants to be intimate with. But I don't think that he should cash out on you on date one when he don't even know you. Take the time and go on the small dates before you waste your time. It's like y'all just be looking for a free trip. Then
That
when y'all get
part.
out there and these folks want some cookie and you don't want to give it up, now you want to go live and
Right.
talk about how they don't want to pay. It's just like y'all gotta make it make sense. I'm a woman and I'm a feminist and I'm gonna ride for my women when we right, but friend, I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong.
You
And
wrong.
certain shit
Period.
that's going on in this generation, they have lost their goddamn mind and it is exhausting. It is
Oh,
exhausting.
I
love,
know.
love and
Look, they like we like
location.
her.
Love and
Period.
location. I have a
Love and
question.
location. Please make sure that you follow us and come back because girl, we like everything you saying. Go ahead,
Thank
lady. I'm
you.
sorry. You said you
No,
had a
you good.
question.
No, I do have a question. So, love and location with the courting. I need you to, can you speak some intentions out there? Give us a little bit of what you mean by courting because everybody doesn't know what that means, darling.
Yeah, and courting is not just a date either. Courting is a lifestyle. It's a little bit of compassion, protection, interest, chemistry. It's like a lot of things wrapped into one. And like I said, courting has turned into everything has a TikTok definition. Like it's literally a few second thought and it's gone. And I'm married, y'all. I'm wifed up. Like I don't put it on a pedestal that I'm married because when you're married, if you know, you know, you know, whatever. But it's what everybody is seeking out. That's why these women are doing this. They're trying to raise the standard because they want to attract something different, right?
Right.
But you gotta have, with everything, there comes limits, love. You can't expect this man to take you to Barbados, baby, and the furthest you done been is Houston. You gotta be realistic, my love.
That part.
Take the date. Get to know the man, because you
Take
know
the
what? You
date.
never know.
Take the
Listen,
date.
my
You
first
know,
date was another broken egg, and I am 4 years into this marriage, and we just sold everything we owned and moved to Thailand.
I love it.
take the date.
Uh,
You hear
thank
me?
you so much. You're right. Take the date. Portia, before we go over to Jen, can you read like another two things on the list, and then we're gonna get Jen's
Yes, we're gonna
opinion,
go through the
and
list,
then
ladies.
yes, we want to go through the list, but we still want to talk about all the things.
Yes, yes.
No,
So,
look,
that's
Tim,
number
she said
one.
we hitting all the points today.
We hitting all of them.
All the points. I
Cheesecake
want to
Factory
get
was
to all.
one. We all pretty much agreed that was okay. Applebee's is another one on the list, and Chili's. Applebee's and Chili's are pretty much the same thing, child.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Even though I've never been to a Chili's, but it's the same thing, right?
It's the same
Niggas
thing.
are lying because they're just slack. It's not because I'm too bougie. They are slack. They are disgusting, nasty, microwave. Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't go there. Thank you. I don't like Applebee's or Chili's for that matter. But I really, really don't like Applebee's because the food is never hot. And the drinks, you can order top shelf and it still tastes like dishwashing liquid. So anyway,
And rubbing
I just
alcohol.
prefer
And
You
rubbing
you know
alcohol.
what? You know what? Loving locations and Tam, I'm gonna need you to come with me because when I go in there, if it ain't hot, I be see see in Seattle, we don't play about that food, right? Because you know the health department, as soon as you scream it, all of it is changed in the restaurant. Okay,
I
so
don't like it. I
when
don't
you
like it. But
scream
I
it,
mean,
it gets changed.
Yeah.
I just feel like Applebee's is another one that needs to find a healthy median. Either my shit is burnt or it's not hot. And,
Ooh, loving
I don't
locations.
know
What's
who's in the
that?
kitchen. I don't know
Yeah, they
who's
was.
in the
I
kitchen.
think they was smoking just a little too much.
So I've
oh
been
shoot.
to
Hey
both
Jen.
before, but I don't too much care. I think it's more so the drinks for me. I don't know. I don't. The food is not memorable. Okay, let's start there.
Right.
But the drinks don't be drinking. It be really a lot of syrup, and y'all got happy hour, but I'm just drinking juice, and I ain't got time for that. If I'm gonna have a happy hour, I want. And if I'm gonna have a drink, I want to taste my drink. I ain't saying it gotta be like tasting like pure alcohol, but I need it to taste like it's some alcohol in here and not just juice. So it's a no for me, dog. I ain't gonna waste my money on that.
Right. If I
Or,
tell you I want
I would
Patron,
prefer
why are
not to
you
go
bringing me
there.
Sperka?
But
Why are you
see,
bringing me
Hold on.
Sperka?
I don't know. I've never so like here
Hold
I don't have an issue at Applebee's. My issue be like going to somewhere else. Now we go to Joey's, we go
Wait, hold
to
on one
Yeah,
second,
let's
laddie.
give
I'm
Jen a
sorry.
moment.
oh
Because I really
sorry.
want to give Jen an opportunity to weigh in on all of this. Jen,
Hey,
Morning.
Jen.
How are you?
Wonderful. How about
we're good.
yourself?
I'm good, thank you. So I'll kind of like say what I have to say and then I have to get ready for work. And it may be unpopular opinion, but for me, if you invite me on a date and you're going to take me out to eat, I don't really have a lot to say about that from the standpoint of I'm not going to be opinionated on it because when I go on that first date, I want to talk to you. So I really don't care what we're eating. I mean, so if it's maybe someplace that I don't like, okay, then just order something, Now, if we've been dating for a while and you're going to take me someplace and then I say, I'm not really a fan. I mean, I could see where, then that's a conversation and we're not going there again. But if I'm not paying for it and you're paying for my dinner, I'm not going to say anything to you. You know what I mean? Because that's the whole point is to go have conversation with you to see if we're even going on that next date to that nice place.
Yeah. Yep.
So I personally don't have I mean, I don't really care about that. And I know you're going to go through that list, and I'll just say that there are a couple of those things, like, and I'll say the movies, for instance, and I know you'll get to that. But for me, that would probably be a no, only because, again, you want to talk to that person. I mean, yeah, you're going to go share that experience, and maybe you'll have the opportunity to talk later, but a movie, I think, is just taking a huge chunk of that night away from you that you could spend having good conversation, or maybe it's bad conversation, you know what I mean? So for me, that's, I would hope, though, that before you go, that you even have a conversation about, like you said, likes, or where you would like to go in the first place. But yeah, for as far as going to some of these places, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. Like I said, I mean, it's not my preference to go to Chili's or Applebee's, but it, like you said, it really would make me know never mind, because we could just sit there and talk. Like, even if I have something small, whatever. But that ain't where I want to go. But also, like you said, on this list, it's other places to go that we can gain conversation. Now, for me, the movies was my first real date with my STBX or whatever. So when we went, we had been talking on the phone consistently before that, right? And then he offered to take him to the movies. We went to the movies. It was actually a dine-in movie theater at that time. So we ended up sitting at the bar for like an hour before the movie. And then we were talking and watching the basketball game. And then we went into the movie. But all of that was very telling to me, the type of man he was. We got to have conversation. He was willing to be patient and wait because the theater was really packed or whatever. And then, like, even in like being a gentleman and doing certain things, even up in the movie or whatever. Some people try to get all touchy-feely. Some people, much more reserved. It still can be telling for a first date. But again, I think it's important that you have much more conversation prior to going to the movies. Now, the movies is on the list. So since we're talking about it, how y'all feel about going to the movies on a first date?
I
Is
don't
we
like the idea of the movies.
I don't
Okay.
particularly care for the movies as a first date. However, I have been to the movies on a first date,
Right.
and as you other ladies pointed out, that you can do other things besides just the movie. Like, there can be talking leading up to the movie. There could be drinks after the movie. There's, like you said, there are places, movie theaters now, that's a whole restaurant, bar situation. So um, it depends on how creative they are about the date. And also, sometimes your first date is not your real first encounter with the person. So you may have hung out in other spaces. I mean, I have been to a man's house. It wasn't our first date, but we knew each other well. So
That
we hung out prior to the actual first date. So the
but
first date ended up being a movie.
but Tam, that's the
So
problem. Yours was at a while. These people are talking about like we done talked on the app maybe for a little bit. Okay, I'll give you an example. Maybe we talked on an app, or we've met on TikTok or something. We've met in real life. And instead of us like going to a public venue to really like get to know each other, they go into each other's houses. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you going, like after an encounter, like y'all done spend time and got to really know each other, Tam. That's different. But
also,
like
I think the
Portia
movies is
said,
too dark for the
what that,
first date.
that was the point I was making.
The
but
movies is too dark for me. I feel like a movies is more of a after you're already dating like type of vibe, or like even like a teenage kind of vibe. Not saying it's childish, because I mean, like I said, I feel like it's an either or, like a super teenage or like maybe a seasoned couple already, because you kind of go there till you don't damn talk. You know what I mean? We can just sit there, kick it, watch the movie, whatever. Y'all know what y'all know what I'm saying. Some like a nice date, with kind of some quiet. You focusing on
Hey, how you
something
doing?
else. You can't really get to know somebody at a movie theater. I think that kind of defeats the purpose. And I
I'm
don't want you
sorry.
thinking,
I'm sorry, Justin. Please mute. Because now we get feedback and we can't hear love and locations.
I feel like I don't need you feeling like you can put your damn hand on my thigh. This is the first date type of thing. Like, nah, we ain't getting into that. Let's just let's go somewhere where it's lit. Matter of fact, I think women should do day dates. For the first date anyway. Anything that has to be done at night, I don't think is good or safe. People are weird these days. So yeah, I definitely would say no for movies, just because it's not intimate enough and not for the first date. If you're trying to get to know somebody, y'all really have to shut the hell up, put y'all phones on silent, and watch a movie. That's not a date. That's just I don't know. That's not a date to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like we said, it could go either way. I mean, if they ain't trying to talk to you before the movies and then y'all go to the movies, I understand that. But like, if y'all already been in conversation, had drinks or talk before or dinner before or after, like, I mean, and then it give you something in common to talk about. Y'all can speak on the movie. I don't know. But to each his own. Before who just came in? Justin on the struggle bus over here. Hey,
Oh, I
Justin.
did. I was mad about that Red Lobster on the list. I'm mad about that though.
Oh wait, okay. Let's go back to the
Oh,
list then.
okay, all right.
The next two on the list were Chipotle. Well, we'll do three: Chipotle, Olive Garden, and Your House. All right. Let's talk about it.
They tried it. Olive Garden is good.
Period.
I feel like,
I love Olive
again,
Garden.
I feel like it's preference again. Like Tam said, it's a preference thing. But again, why would you be talking to individuals who are not getting to know you and just taking you somewhere that you wouldn't want to go? Like that should be a
Exactly.
conversation in itself.
Because you're
Like,
not paying. 9 times out of 10, the man's paying. So why are you complaining?
but
No,
major.
no. What I'm saying, Major, is that when you are getting to know someone and you want to take me out on a date, you should be getting to know me. And so then you shouldn't be taking me. If you really like me, then you wouldn't take me somewhere that I don't like. I think that's the point she's making. Not that
Yes.
I'm too good for it or
Nope.
whatever. If I tell you in a conversation, if you're vetting me and I'm vetting you, over the phone and our phone conversations and our texts, whatever, and you ask me, well, what about Olive Garden? And I tell you, oh, I really don't prefer Olive Garden because I don't like their salads. And you like, dang, I really do like their salads. I wouldn't think that you would take me there on the first date. I ain't saying we ain't never gonna go to Olive Garden. If you like Olive Garden and I don't, and we end up being a couple, I'm probably gonna suck it up and go to damn Olive Garden with you. But
Right.
I'm saying on a first
Hey, hold on.
date, you are trying to impress me just like I'm trying to impress you. You shouldn't take me somewhere I've already told you I don't like. I
I see
think
what you're
that's what
saying,
she's.
but you ain't the girlfriend. Yeah, you can't get girlfriend privileges on the first date. Like you flipping it, y'all. Like y'all being a little too
Wait,
greedy out here. Like
wait,
you gotta
Oh wow. Oh
wait,
wow.
you
wait,
gotta
wait, wait,
earn the
wait, girl.
girlfriend
You about to
spot. You
be,
gotta earn that.
about to get, you about to
You
get
said,
dropped, bro. But listen,
Oh, getting dropped for
oh,
keeping it
I'm gonna
real.
give my,
Wow, y'all
hold
flipping it, cuz.
on, Justin. Me and Portia got this. He all right.
Yeah,
He
he
all
too
right.
emotional. Who raised him? That boy too emotional. He about to
Oh
cry
Lord.
on the
Oh
live.
No,
Like
Lord.
no,
Everybody
no,
relax.
no, 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 no.
Relax.
Okay,
We
let's
got
shut
he
this
cried
down
on
right here.
TikTok, man. Grow up, cuz. What's wrong with
Hey,
him?
hey,
no,
all
no,
right.
we got major. We got this. Don't worry about it. We got
Everybody,
it.
But he's
calm
acting like
down.
a cheerleader though. We don't need cheerleaders over
Just
Everybody,
here, man.
calm.
Come on, cuz. We talking.
Portia. Portia.
Everybody,
Okay.
calm down.
We got
This
this.
is
It's okay.
the after party.
Just we big
This
girls. We
is
can handle
This
it.
is the After Party podcast where your host is Tam and Portia. Your host, one more time, is Tam and Portia. And our initials are TAP, and we like to say tap that, okay? So tap, tap, tap up the screen. Our like and goal every day is 30K a day. We're only at 7, and it's 8:45. I'm going to need y'all to help us out. We be on here 2 hours every day, Monday through Friday. From 9 to 11 Eastern, okay? So I'm gonna need y'all to respect the room, respect the host. We are about positivity and we're having conversations, not to just
Yeah.
have We're not on here to argue or bicker or anything like that. We're on here to have educated conversations and really hear everybody's point of view without offending anyone or being getting defensive about anything. Okay, if you ain't about that, this ain't for you. It's just that simple.
And listen,
Yeah.
I know that we got brothers on here that with us all the time, but y'all do know that me and Portia are big girls. We can handle ourselves,
We respect
and
it.
I'm not offended by anything that Major is saying. That is his opinion. We're just having a conversation. If I feel offended or Portia feels offended, we'll let you guys know. But until then, let the dogs stay in the cage. We got it. We can manage this. So everybody relax. Major, you have not offended anybody. We're good.
Right.
We're good. We're good.
So, back to the
Mute. Keisha.
It's
not your turn yet. It's not
I just was checking.
It's not your turn yet. Keisha. It's not your
All
turn
right.
yet.
So,
Relax.
all right. So, Major,
What is going
what's
on
the comment that
today?
you have made that we are too greedy on here? I don't know how much of this conversation that you have heard already, but yeah, let's not clump everybody together. But why was that your takeaway in that moment?
Because I believe it's selfish and greedy to be picky from a man you just met on the first date. You ain't got no hierarchy. You ain't got no rank in this relationship. You see what I'm saying? You got to start at the bottom first. Like it's just like the military. You got to climb your way up to the ranks. You know what I'm saying? So if I got 5 other women in my phone and I'm trying to find a wife and you already being greedy, that could be a red flag because now I'm looking at you like a gold digger instead of about my love. See, men is different. We want the woman that's gonna love us for who we are, not what we got or what we spend. You see what I'm saying? Because if you want a man with money, stand outside of Bank of America, right? And you just hold a sign up and say, "I need a man," and then stay there all day. You see what I'm saying? Then that man might pick you. Then, see what I'm
Okay, so
No,
question: would you be
okay.
okay with? Would that be an ideal first date for you to invite a woman to your home?
Oh no, that's too disrespectful. Like that's like nah, you can't do that. First date.
Okay, but that was on the list. That was one of the things I just said: Olive Garden, Chipotle at your house. So that's why I wanted to know: would you? Because if a woman, you said being too greedy, but if you thought at my home I'm gonna cook for you or I'm gonna lay it out for you, whatever, or we could play a game, whatever. But you said that's a no for you.
Nah, see, if I'm looking for a wife, right, and I got like courting and I'm looking for a woman, I can't just invite all these women at my house. Now these women know where I live at. Now these women can just pull up on me and be nosy. Now these women can stop me from being with another woman. So nah, we don't never bring them home first. Like that's just the OG rule. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, understood. Thank you.
You an OG?
Right,
That's
how
the
old are you,
OG.
Major Flips?
Yeah, I'm
How old are you,
41. I mean, where I'm from, when you make it past 30, you OG. So yeah, my journey a little different. Like,
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Case.
Justin.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Justin. Justin. Oh,
No, you
on
breaking
the
up
bus,
so
child.
bad. You breaking up real bad.
Oh my God.
There you go. Hey, Queen.
So you can't hear me?
Yep, a little
Going in
bit.
and
Just talk, child. I
Okay,
don't know.
my opinion. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
go out, come back in. Go
Yeah,
out,
go
come back
out and
in.
come back in, Justin. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead, Casey.
Hey, Casey. How you feeling today?
I'm on that. Okay, I'm good.
All right. What is your opinion so far of the places that we have named in the
Well,
general?
my opinion is based off of how I was raised. And I'm gonna be honest with it. It depends on the relationship. It depends even on the first date. You know what I'm saying? I may ask, I may not ask. It just depends on the situation. Now, I cook, so I may have asked her to come to my house and I cook. But it ain't no for no booty call, I'm gonna tell you that. That ain't the thing. It's just the fact that I don't mind. Sorry, that's an echo. But I don't mind cooking for who I'm, you know what I'm saying, going out with. Because I like to impress as far as what I can do and stuff like that. And also, too, if I'm having you over, I'm going to ask you, well, your allergies, because that's just because of me. But as far as going to a restaurant, or it depends, that's all in my pocket. That's all, that starts with me. So I'm not going to ask you where you want to go on the first date because I'm trying to design it, to be nice, but it should be about just us to get to know each other to see if there's going to be a second date. So yes, there may be, you might, like when I was younger, might take you to the movies or something like that because that was what our interest was at the time. Probably us going to the movies, both of us. But you got to get the feel of who you talking to, because that first initial conversation of even getting to know the girl, you should already know where her head is at, of which way, where you want to take her to, because within the dialogues of conversation. But that's how I did it. Before I even got to the first date, we already talked. So I can, I'm trying to learn you from that standpoint. As far as IHOP, Denny's, I took a woman to every single one of them spots, and neither one of them had a problem because each one of them, that was what fit them. So, it's all about what you do and don't want. I may go to Applebee's for a drink. That's all we going to do, chilling and drinking and, like that. Or I may go to McDonald's because this might be breakfast time or morning or whatever like that. It just depends on the person that you're with. And if I figure out like she don't like this, then okay, the next time we ain't about to do that. But I don't want nobody in my pocket trying to tell me, saying I should take you to Cheesecake Factory because this ain't you. I saw that, that post, and to me, I didn't like her attitude, and I don't like this little gold digging attitude of this generation. Just like, oh, they entitled to tell me where I should and shouldn't take you. But like, if you was in my car, I would call the Uber for you and go in and get me something to eat because you're wasting my time anyway. You know, we're not going back and forth, with you having an attitude. Like that sister said, sister said earlier in Thailand, she, brother wifed her because it wasn't about what they was eating. It was about the chemistry that they kicked off and that's the way us as men, we're gonna look at that like, oh, you about what's in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Instead of what's in my heart. My heart is where you should be. That's your impression should be coming back at, not about how I'm going to keep up this fake image, what I'm saying, of trying to buy you out, because that's not reality. If you courting somebody, because it is a stage of dating, then courting, then marriage. That's what that courting is for. It's for marriage. It's not to just stay in that court stage. So, like I said, so I'm speaking from just how my dad did it, what I'm saying? And not everybody had these men, but their mother teaches them as well. What I'm saying? How to treat a lady. It should be about how to treat a lady, not how to buy the next meal and see if they, if this fits them. TikTok is an app. Like, grown folks know this is an app. This is not nothing I'm going to take serious about. What I'm saying? I know how to take out a woman. I'm married. So I'm going to let you know, and me and her, it wasn't about food. What I'm saying? She been to Denny's. I can remember. She been to the movies. Her interest was that movie. I took her. What I'm saying? Then we went to eat. I think a lot of it is missing dialect of how they got to Denny's or how they got to the movies or what's after or before. Because I took her out to the beach. What I'm saying? And that was the date.
Yep, I agree.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I agree with all of that. Keisha, go
Wait,
ahead, girl. You was itching.
before we give it to Keisha,
Wait,
I'm going to name a few more things on the list. Also, we have 7.6 likes, y'all. It's almost 9 o'clock. Y'all are
and
not
I
helping us
everybody
out.
like it right now.
We are not getting gifts that we have up here. We got a full panel up here. It's 25 people in the room. Please tap, tap, tap up the screen. If you're in the box, you cannot tap. But for those who are in the chat, please tap up our screen. Please help us get more discoverable on TT because we're having good educational conversations here. And yeah, we just want to keep promoting the positive vibes. So tap, tap, tap it up. 30K a day, like and go. We have all these corn we need. Come on, since we're talking about food, let's talk about it. Get it together. Help us out. We appreciate it. All right. Thank you for putting FYP Blossom. Please tap, tap, tap. All right. A few more places real quick. All right. Um, any fast food chain. Child, how they gonna put any fast food chain on the list? They are crazy. Anyway, also Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster. That's what Major Flip said. Red Lobster
That was on the list.
and a buffet. They don't want that either. Hey Nikki Nick, how you feeling, love? Good morning. Keisha, you can kick us off for this round. Yeah.
Keisha. Oh, go ahead.
I thought I had to do it. Okay. I don't care where somebody, literally, I like to eat. So my palate is going to say, feed me. You say you're going to feed me, nigga, feed me. And then you're going to get all the conversation you need out of me. But if I'm not comfortable somewhere, I'm going to tell you that I'm not comfortable going. If you still insist that I have to go because I'm not a girlfriend of yours, but you're trying to make me want to, you trying to see if I want or I'm in the running, then guess what? I got a daggone say so in this too if you don't belong to me. So therefore, if we both choose, if I don't want to go there and you don't want to take me there, then guess what? Date over.
Just
There
like
it
that.
is. There it is. So the Cheesecake Factory got the best cheesecake in America with my fat ass. Okay. Buffalo Wild Wings, I love all the flats. Bring them to me. Okay.
I'm a drama girl.
And then the beach, I don't do water. I'm not against it, but I'm so terrified. I be kicking sand trying to get back to the car. So the beach wouldn't work for me. Y'all that open space, I'm gonna die. Oh my God. I'd be panicking. I'm telling you, I'd be panicking because I can't swim, so that's a no. But anything on that list, I don't see nothing wrong with none of that. Because until you really know somebody, guess what? You still don't know somebody.
Period.
Keisha. Thank you so much,
into the
Keisha.
point. Straight into the point. Okay.
Keisha's a
Justin,
mess.
how
I
you
love
feel on the
it.
Talk
struggle
about what
bus?
Keisha just said. Juma, do you want to talk about what Keisha just said? Because that was funny. What?
So
Oh, he
Juma
back.
and
I don't even
Justin
know
are
what to
on the struggle
do.
bus. Justin,
Yes,
Hold
I
on,
do. As a matter of
Hold on,
fact.
oh, there you go.
Let Go ahead. Yes,
Me?
you. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
okay. Um,
Oh man,
you
there
gotta
you
you gotta look at where a person is at, right? So I think.
go.
Oh, I'm breaking up.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yes.
were. And I was
All
waiting
right,
for
drop me.
this. Okay.
He
He
said
don't
drop.
know how to
Oh
drop.
God.
He don't know how to drop.
Come back.
I,
Come back.
I
We
was
want to
waiting
Justin,
hear
for
are you
from
him.
still on the struggle bus?
Yes.
Yeah, Justin, yes, he is, because he only got one little red
I
bar.
see.
Justin, you struggle. No, you going in and out. Yes.
Oh Lord Jesus. And my stuff was good today. Like literally,
Okay, say it.
I have a lot to say on this because like first dates. Listen, my favorite
Jesus.
first date was today. I don't
Can't hear
like night
what you
dates.
saying, baby. We can't hear
Listen,
you.
listen. When you trying to get to know somebody, ah, I'm
Keep
out.
going. Keep going.
What? Okay. Anyway, listen,
Hey, can I speak
God
on Red
bless
Lobster
her.
real
I
quick?
don't know.
When you're
I'm
trying to
sorry,
get to
what
know
you say?
somebody, you should want to listen to them as much as possible. You should want
That
them to
part,
talk as
Keisha.
much as possible.
That
She didn't
part.
hit that on the nose when she said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you
What?
could do that at
So
Red Lobster though. Like that's why I'm tripping about it. Like
so
Lord.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't have a problem with. I definitely don't have a problem with Red Lobster because I could go get the biscuits
Them
and their drinks
biscuits,
are pretty
woo,
good.
child. See,
man,
I
them
ate the
bitches was
whole.
But
I need a
good.
dozen.
Stop capping. Like,
I need a dozen of them
but
biscuits.
But I do want. I heard everything that Major said, and I heard everything that Casey said. But from my point of view, and I'm quite a bit older than you, Major. From my point of view, if a man, even if I'm on his roster and he hasn't made a decision yet, if he's truly getting to know me, then he's going to be asking qualifying questions to find out what I do like, because he does want to impress me as much as he wants to be impressed. And if he doesn't do those things, then maybe we're just not for each other, and that's okay too. But I don't want to go out with someone that is telling me that I haven't qualified to a certain level to be taken certain places, or that
Absolutely.
he's going to take me to Applebee's when I've clearly told him I don't like Applebee's, and he going to say, well, she going to go anyway. So those things I take issue with. Only that's for me though. But I probably wouldn't be dating you because you're younger than my son. So that's cool. I'm an old lady, so I'm kind of set in my ways and some things that somebody told me I was rigid. Elroy is back. Kate,
Rigid.
is your signal better?
I don't know. You know where I am, so is it better? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
yes, I can hear you.
Is that yes? Okay. Well, Tam, I was like, it's two things. Part of the list, it depends on where you are in life. I think all of us went to the movies as a first date in high school. Okay. So we have to keep in mind that everyone's not 50. All right. So people at different stages of their life. But the thing that I really wanted to speak to, and Tam, you've kind of already talked to it again, second time, so I don't want to beat a dead horse, but if somebody goes out of their way, as you said, that I don't like Applebee's because of X, and it could be any reason. Hell, I don't, I got robbed there one time, so I have a block. I don't want to go there. For someone to insist at that point, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem. If
Yep.
someone has expressed to you, I don't like this, here's the reason why, honor that. And that should have no, you don't have to be a girlfriend or wife. You could be a coworker, you can be a bum on the street. Honor that person. That's just being considerate. You don't
Yeah.
like this? Boom, that's fine. Okay, great. Now, that situation with that girl in that video is a completely different scenario. But if you're ahead of time, if somebody says that, then there's nothing wrong with that. Respect that. Respect the person the same way you would want that same respect.
Mm-hmm.
If there's certain things that you don't think you should do on the first date, you wouldn't want somebody imposing that on you. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and that has nothing to do with the status of the person other outside of being a human being. We
Right.
want to honor that person. That's all.
Real
That's all
quick,
I have to say.
real quick, Elroy, real quick, because a few of the guys have spoken to, but it's my money. So if you want me to spend my money, I want to spend my money how. You're not gonna tell me how to spend my money. What do you have to say towards that?
It's her body. It's her, well, assuming it's a woman. I don't know, you may be taking a guy out, I don't know, but that other person, you're bringing them, you're doing something together. And if you're going to impose that at the beginning for the women, that's a very good lesson that you're getting ready to get involved with a misogynist. um, you're asking me to go somewhere, and if I'm a woman, why wouldn't you consider what I have to say, whether it's your money or not? You're asking me to go someplace. Honor that. Respect that. You want respect. Those who want respect, give respect.
Thank you so much. Always so much wisdom
I know,
from
right?
Elroy. And
Um,
yeah, and that doesn't mean that you need to be saying, "Oh, I want to go to True Lux," because True Lux is a killer, right? You might not be going to True Lux. For those of y'all that don't know what True Lux is, it's like this high priced steak and seafood spot. Um, I might not be asking you to take me there on a first date, but it just simply, if I said I don't like McDonald's because it upsets my stomach, then don't take me to
Exactly.
McDonald's. That's it.
Exactly. And I don't, if a woman decides like, look, this is what I require on a first date, you can judge her as being greedy, gold digger, this, that, or the other. Make that judgment, fine, and then just in turn say, okay, it's just not for us, and you go your separate
Not
ways.
for me.
No hard
right,
feelings.
Exactly.
No hard
Exactly.
feelings. Everyone's not for everybody else.
agreed,
No point
agreed.
getting mad over it. Now
I
again, the
think.
situation where I take you someplace and the guy was late and so he had to scramble and do something else, or the girl was late. That's different scenario. I'm talking about at the beginning when we're first discussing. All right, da 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 da. No, I don't do this for whatever reason. Respect that. Respect it.
Yes. Absolutely, because again, if somebody is acting that way and saying they require certain things, and you don't feel that they are worthy of those things, then don't do it. Period. We're talking about a
Did,
first
did,
date. You never have to get there. If you are talking to somebody on the phone and y'all are
exactly.
not vibing, you will never have to get to the first date.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta make a
Nope.
point, right? So I feel like,
Uh,
first impression is everything, right? So I'm
yes.
on like 4 or 5 star restaurants for the first date. So I'm going to spend at least 100 to 200. You see what I'm saying? When I'm taking the woman out. So that way, if she does become my wife, a year later we could go
Hey,
back
come
to the
here.
same
Look,
restaurant
come here.
or,
Come
or
here.
the same.
Now get over here.
We could go back to the same place that we met, and then I might pop the question with an engagement ring. So I feel like we could cherish that environment because it's like a sentimental thing. See what I'm saying? That's where we met at. It's a nice environment. I could pop the engagement question at the same place a year from there. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like memory is the woman's always going to remember the first time y'all met each other and the place where it was at. You see what I'm saying? So that could be very important to the woman. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And the man is.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
can, but the moment is going to be far more important than the place where the moment occurs.
Hmm.
So you can have a very special moment at a high end restaurant. You can have a very special moment at the ice cream stand.
Yep.
You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying?
Yep.
So
We
the moment is more important than where
But
or
what
the
look better
dollar
though?
amount spent.
Hey, what
What?
look better though, bro? Popping the engagement question at the ice
It
cream
depends.
stand or at the 5 star restaurant? See, you can take pictures and all that. It's going to be like a
It
better.
depends on the person.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, man, but I feel like the
It, it, it
environment
depends
does
on the
matter
person.
when it comes to the pictures
well
and the memories and
It,
the.
the
You see what I'm
moment.
saying?
and
Well,
major.
hold on, Tam.
Mhm.
I see what you're saying, Major, but understand this. If you're at a five-star restaurant with a $500 bill and all the bells and whistles, and the woman thinks you're an ass, then all that goes out the window. And I'm not,
You're right. You're
this
right.
isn't directed towards you. I'm just talking in general. You know what I mean? As opposed to a
A
woman who,
waste of
can
powder.
look at a guy who's at the ice cream stand and does something so very sweet that sticks with her for years and years and years down the road.
That's
And
real
I'm
though.
not saying you shouldn't take a woman to a high end restaurant. I'm not saying that
Right.
at all. I'm just saying this we need to broaden our horizons as to what's impressive because it's more than just money. Because going to a high end restaurant, that just means you have money. Plenty of assholes and
But you know
idiots
what,
have
bro?
money.
Hey, Rod, I'm gonna tell you what it is, Rod. See, I'm in Washington D.C., right? I'm in the capital of America. So these women here, they are very highly independent. They boss chicks, like they got Benzes and BMW. So like these women, they're not trying to walk in the park or go to Burger King for the first date. They like to eat lobsters and shrimps and steaks. You see what I'm saying?
That's because
Buying
they're not used
fifteen
to shit.
dollar
I'm so sorry.
fifteen
I
Let
was
dollar
me
drinks.
hold
You see what I'm
on. Hold
saying?
on. Let him finish.
I was born in Washington, D.C., George Washington Hospital, Southwest. Okay. I'm in
Okay.
D.C. right now.
Okay,
I
okay.
spent
Hey,
most
me
of my
too.
life
Me
in
too.
D.C. Okay. So, to your point with the women being independent and having money and all these things, yes, they do. But those type of women, and I'm talking about real women, those type of women, they appreciate the smaller, more thoughtful things even more because
Absolutely.
money doesn't impress them. They already have money.
That part.
Absolutely.
Okay,
But hold on,
Tony?
but pause. I hear you, but pause. The pre-flop, they're looking for a provider. So if you just taking her to like Denny's or something, she gonna be like, oh, this man right here, he not even trying to invest in me. So she might feel some type of way. Like, you see what I'm
Well,
saying?
That part, Justin.
Again, it all depends on intent. If she knows you can do better and you're doing that to be cheap, that's what she's going to. Yes, then that's very much what she's going to think.
But
But
what's
if
wrong with
you're
cheap?
working at UPS, I'm
Y'all,
sorry.
y'all, please,
Okay,
let's one at a time, please.
okay.
Let me rein this in one
So
at a
and
time.
I don't want to and you know what? I should let drop down and let women speak for this, but just it's been my experience in dealing with women. The intent and thoughtfulness means more than a dollar amount.
A
That's all I'm
real
saying.
woman.
And just because she has money doesn't necessarily mean she requires those things. Now she may. Now that's the thing. You have to figure out who she is. All right. Because another woman, she's tired of guys trying to impress her with money all the time. And then that's because that's easy. If you got money, that's easy. That doesn't require any effort or sacrifice. But if you don't have money, think of the movie Jason's Lyric. I mean, that's before your time, but when Jason took Lyric out on the picnic,
Yep.
that would mean more to plenty of women than going to True Lux or whatever you're saying.
Boy, them
Yeah.
things
You
is over
you
with.
gotta open up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, real quick. Pause on the conversation. This is the After Party Podcast where your host is Tam and Portia, and our initials are TAP. So we like to say tap that, tap this screen. We got a 30K a day like and go. We're only at 13.3. I think y'all liking the conversation because y'all consistently up in here. Some of y'all to tap it up for us. Help us be more discoverable on TT. We appreciate it. Also, our gift and goal are some little coins. They're only 1 cent. So y'all can go crazy on that. Help us reach our goal. We appreciate it. Also, back to this list. Thank you, everybody, all of our panelists. Y'all are saying some really, really good stuff. I'm going to name a few
You want
more
to read some of
things.
the comments?
Huh?
You want to read some of the comments before we get to the back to the list? No.
So, okay. Theo
I can
said,
read
I've
them.
seen people get married at McDonald's because that's what they held dear together. Justin was giving examples of dates that he's went on. Big J him saying, not on the first date, money gone wasted when you know, take people to really expensive places or whatever and they don't like you. So you waste that money. He also said stereotypes. Blossom said that's not true. Cardio Marshall, thank you so much for joining us. He got a point, LOL. I used to live in DC. Those chicks got it together. That's what he said. Skylina came in here and said, what's going on here? Justice said, I thought we were working towards marriage, not what's in my pocket. What's in the pocket? Shaking my head. Joyfully me, thank you for joining. Why we got to go somewhere to eat all the time? We don't.
Yes, that's right. I can cook.
Cardio Marshall said, I think it's a generation to older women are easier to please, in my opinion. Older women are easier to please, in his opinion. I
Oh, that's
think
a fact.
Facts. So this is what I think, and I'm gonna get my 2 cents real quick based off of Major and Elroy's conversation. Listen, I hear what both of y'all saying, and Major, I definitely hear what you're saying. I think that's black. First of all, if we talking about black women more specifically, a lot of black women got their ish together. A lot of them do. There's a lot that don't, but it's a lot that do. And that's not just in DC, but that's across the board. But also, I think it's something about this social media era that we're in also that makes people feel like I have to have the best of the best. And if you're not coming or stepping like this, then, it's a problem. But I ultimately believe, like Elroy said, that women, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts, period. So if you take me to the park, like Justin was saying, we can meet at the park for our first day. Maybe we could take a walk. It's a nice, beautiful day. Again, like Jen said earlier, we just trying to get to know each other. It costs you nothing to meet me at the park. Me at my core, and this is another important thing, Major, when you're dating these women, if you're really having conversation with them and getting to know them, they're going to reveal themselves at their core. And if a woman is a genuine person at her core, you asking her to meet you at the park for y'all to take a walk so y'all can get to know each other and feel the vibes and stuff before you even take her to that restaurant or whatever that date is that you really want to do. I think that would be more meaningful and more appreciated for both of you in that scenario. And I don't think a real woman that is genuine and caring and understanding would take he's taking me to the park on our first date. What's wrong with him? He don't want to spend no money. No real woman is going to do that. But a little girl will. Somebody that place value in things will. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something that you need to, and I'm not saying specifically for you. I'm just saying because of what you stated. the pictures and all this type of stuff, it still would be meaningful in a park. It still would be meaningful at a ice cream shop. They would be beautiful pictures and something that y'all both can cherish because y'all know what that moment meant to y'all and meant for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand what you're saying aesthetically, but it still can aesthetically be beautiful. You know? Um, um, Letty, I couldn't think of your name, child. I see them emojis. Letty had her hand up. What's up, boo?
Sorry. So I agree with Tam. I agree with Tam's comment in the comments when she was like, grown women are open, but it's not necessarily age, it's maturity. And all of these things are all of a preference. The thing that took me out, I guess for me, because my preference isn't to meet you at your house unless it's something that we've discussed and we've had that discussion prior. One. Two, we've already touched on it when Love and Locations came on and she was like about being somewhere and being out in the open. Three, I enjoyed what Justin was laying out. It wasn't the places that he laid out. Porsche, he was laying out a whole day. He was starting with
Yeah.
breakfast. He was taking it from the beginning
Yes.
to the end of the day and just laying it out. And a lot of things don't happen in that sort of way for whatever the reason may be. Again, it's a generational thing because, like I call it, and this will probably be another conversation for y'all, the grab and go, the convenience store, the store and how it's all set up, the grab and go. And when I say that, it's because it's convenient. It's right there. It's that type stuff. I feel like some of this is it's convenience depending on who it is. There's some stuff on there that I just giggled at because I'm like, what's wrong with that? But I guess if that's not your preference, it's an issue, it's a problem. Something happened. Again, something must have happened at each and every one of these situations that women were like, nah, this can't be what it is anymore, you know? So, and I understood where Major was coming from, but I did understand where Justin came from when he was like, I thought you were talking about the, what did he say?
Well,
Going for
making it
marriage.
work towards marriage, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing is that we can't get to the marriage conversation if I can't even tell you that I don't like Applebee's, and you gonna be like, you ain't even on that level yet. Like, come on, dude. Really, like, I can't say to you, this is not my preference without that automatically disqualifying me from taking me anywhere. I didn't say I didn't, because I had this conversation with Portia before. If a guy, tomorrow, for instance, I'm
Hmm.
off work.
Right.
If a guy was, we had been talking and working up toward the first date, and a guy called me up and was like, I know you off today, and I'm off. You want to go to IHOP and grab breakfast, and that's the first date, I would go to IHOP and have breakfast. Like, I only named Applebee's because I don't like Applebee's, not
That's
because
your
I think
thing.
I'm too good
Good
for
for it.
Applebee's. It's,
Right.
well, I do kind of think I'm too good for Applebee's, but you get my point.
I know, Tam.
I know
I'm
I
about to
took all the
put
way
you
down
in a
to the
corner.
bottom. The
I
point,
love you.
but the point is, I would go to IHOP and have breakfast, and I know that that's on the list. I would go to Red Lobster, like I said, because I like the biscuits. I just don't prefer Applebee's. But if I tell you
It's
in
your
a
preference.
conversation, we've been talking for a week or whatever on the phone, and
Hmm.
I tell you I don't like Applebee's, and you like, oh, I'm a tester, and take her ass to Applebee's, it's one and done for me.
Yeah.
Can I comment on that? Because I think I know what he was saying, but that's something he's saying out loud for y'all to hear. But some guys don't ain't gonna tell you that. That's what they doing, in the beginning. So they're not gonna tell you that. So they're gonna start from one a base, and that's how they're gonna either work their way up. Not all guys like that, but some dudes are like that. So it's good for you guys to hear that. But that's what some of them are doing. Not all of them. Respectively, for me, it shouldn't be about the money at all. But I do have an issue with women
But
sizing
we're
you
not
up
talking
about your
about
job.
money, Casey.
I know,
We're not.
Huh?
Go
No,
ahead.
I'm
No, go
talking
ahead.
about, I'm talking about, place to eat. I'm talking about places to eat. A guy take you a place based off of where he want to start you at. That's just not all guys. I'm not like that, but I've heard the conversations, and I'm saying these guys are not telling you that. Like he just said that. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna tell you initially on the date that's what you are, that's what position you in, or that's how he got you. Because he just saying it out loud for all of us to hear on this conversation right now. But they're not gonna tell you that. And I feel what you guys are saying. It's like I don't want to be on your graded list till I know. Because a lot of times y'all won't even know that they even the guys are even doing that. But I was going, but with the money situation earlier, I was saying that I don't understand. This is my rebuttal back. Is I don't understand why are some women, not all, are judging a man on based off of his job where they should take them on the dinner date. Because I looked at that example.
No, Casey. This list has nothing to do with jobs. This list has nothing to do with jobs. I do not think that this list is pertaining to jobs. It's just simply saying from a woman's perspective, these are the places that they do not want to go, because it's clearly not about jobs if we're saying we don't want to go to your house on a first
Oh no,
date.
I
It's
thought we were talking about
like,
girl. That's why I thought we were on that girl
yeah, no,
situation
it's
with the
not
guy.
about jobs. It's not about jobs. Welcome, Rashay. Rashay is my niece, so do not get dropped or blocked for disrespecting my baby when she say whatever she gotta say. Go ahead, boo.
Not,
What you got
not
to say?
today. Not today.
Yeah, I don't have no. So I just think it's for me. It's all about intention. Um, you can never have a list for me or boundaries of what category you're gonna put me in because you're gonna mess up and miss out. It's about intentions. Even if you say, "Oh, I took you here because I want to push you in the category of being my wife," just take me there because you want to have an experience with me. It doesn't matter. I think the first day with my current boyfriend, we went to an Indian spot. It was the intention. It wasn't $100,000 place or nothing like that. It was for the experience because I've never had it before. It's the intention. So I can understand the list. I hope everybody know we gone there as children. Let's do something different. Treat me to something I've never seen before. Don't take me to something that you didn't put no thought into. I think that for me is the important part. Other than that, nothing else
And I think that's what
matters to
this is
me.
about.
Yeah, it's intention.
And I think that's what the list really is about. That we're saying you didn't put any thought into these things. Now, I'm not saying that's totally always the truth, because, like I said, if I have been talking to this guy for over a week on the phone and I happen to be off today and he knows I'm off today and he calls me up and he's like, listen, we haven't been able to link up, you're off, I'm off, you want to grab breakfast and we going to IHOP, like, you did think about the fact that she's off today, she might want to grab breakfast. Like, you did put thought into that. And maybe I don't want to go to IHOP, but I do want to spend some time with you, and you thought enough of me to feed me for breakfast, like, whatever. So I think that the list is about intention, like Rashay said, but I think that it's being blown out of proportion because it's coming across as if these people are being gold diggers. I don't necessarily think that that's why the list was created, but I do understand why it's coming across that way. Uh, yeah, that's my point.
But, but we as men, that's the first thing we're gonna think about because it's created. Who created it? A woman or a man? That's what we looking at. We looking at. Are
Right,
y'all making it based off of that? Because I can go all the.
But Casey, the problem is that you men don't listen because I'm telling you, and you still is saying this is what it is. I think that the problem is that we having a hard time communicating with one another. So like if a woman is telling you no, that's not what I meant by that, but that's what you initially thought, sometimes you guys get stuck in that and then you can't move past it. So I'm saying I'm telling you, I really don't think this is the reason why the list is created. And you like, yeah, but that's what we thought. It's like, okay, I know that's what you thought, but now I'm trying to explain it and you still stuck on what you thought. Come back over here with me. It's not, I'm telling you, it's not that. Come back over here.
And I
Yes.
got you. I understand what
Go
you're
ahead.
saying. I'm just saying, like, we both need to hear each other's sides of it, because that's where the reaction comes from. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's why we having the conversation, so that everybody can hear each other out and try to come to some commonality. Before we go back to you, Letty, let's welcome Shay. Is it Shay or Shay Say or Shay Sa? What is it? Shay
It's Shay Side. It's Shay
Sa.
Side. You said
Welcome,
it right.
Shay Sa.
Welcome, Shade Sound. Thank you so much for joining us
This is
today. This is your first time here.
my first time here and my first time on a panel like this. But I was
Oh, come on. Period.
what I wanted to say about this list, right? Because I made a little video about this list too, because it kind of upset me because it made it feel like a lot of women. Well, whoever posted this, I'm not gonna say a lot of women, but whoever created this list was like undermining a male, and I feel like sometimes you got to know what side of the menu you on, honey, because like, you know, you want to go on dates, but you saying you won't go to any of these places. You won't go to Red Lobster. You won't go to Chili's. You won't go to none of that. It doesn't say if whatever. So I understand like from a man's perspective too, like that's how it came off. It's coming off as I'm too good to go to any of these places. And Tam, you said something a little bit ago when I before I decided to hop in. Like, you know, it's the thought. Like if you thought about taking me to IHOP, I love to eat. So let's go to breakfast, boo, because I'm going to eat. Like, I don't care if we go to IHOP, the diner. I don't care if you cook me breakfast at home. But the way the list was made and the way it's made is more like these ain't the places I'm going to. Like if y'all seen that video going around with the girl that the guy took her on a date,
Yeah.
and he took her to cheesecake factory, and she was not having it. So like, where was you trying to go, shorty? Like Capitol Grill? You like, you know, y'all didn't set up the plan to go on a date. Y'all didn't say, well, I want to go here. And I also say this, and then I'm gonna get off because I gotta get ready to go. But I'm gonna also say this: if you're going to if you want something more when you go out on a date or you expect something more from a man, make sure that you also can afford that place. Because what if that man breath stink?
Oh shit. Okay, Shay, where you from?
I'm from New York originally, but right now I live in Philly.
Hilarious.
So listen. I do agree with you that you shouldn't be expecting to go places that you yourself cannot afford. I do believe that, but I don't think that this list. I don't think this list is compiled by one woman. But I could be wrong. But I feel like it is a compilation of things that other women have, like, oh, I'm not going to go here and I won't go there. So I just think that it's coming off as it's someone with a gold digger mentality, but these probably are various women with varying opinions for different reasons why they don't want to go to these places, because the list is all over the place. That's why I don't think it's like one person. Yes, Letty.
So Shay had me rolling. I love your niece's perspective. Shay, when she said, make sure you can afford somewhere, because what if his breath stink? I was done. I was trying not to fall out. One. Two, congratulations on coming up on a panel, because I know that's hard sometimes. Your niece hit the point. It's about the intentions. If your intentions are good, there should be nothing wrong with the things that are on the list. But like I had a conversation last night about this specific list in its entirety. One, when I seen it, it was that exact question, and it was a man that created the question and asked, where would you not like to be taken? The next thing I seen was this list of about 30 places. And it seemed like it was a conglomerate of women who came and said, I don't want to go here. I don't want to go there. This, but they probably didn't say why. But again, like Tam has, and Tam, we done beat this over the head now. And I'm tired of saying, if I'm telling you, if Tam is telling you Applebee's ain't her spot, you need to listen to her and think with intention. Justin laid it out when he put out a whole damn day. He made it a day and was like, well, maybe he went and he seen Tam. I ain't starting no ish. I'm using Tam as an example because she's saying tomorrow's her day off. The things that Justin laid out for that day would accommodate Tam's liking because it's giving her what she's asked for, and it's giving him a little bit, it's showing her what she is getting from him as the man that he's laying out. When you don't lay out intentions, because especially when you deal with people who are older, it's always about the intention. If you've spoken to an older gentleman or an older lady, they speak with intention. They don't speak to tomfoolery. They look at you and say, what was that? But they speak with intention. So when somebody is telling you something, it's not that they're saying, oh, I'm just too good for it. It's maybe there was an experience and they don't want to repeat the experience. Or like Rashe said, maybe it's somewhere that they have been brought up and wanted to go somewhere else. She said she had a wonderful experience going to the Indian restaurant. I was going to ask you what was the name of the restaurant and what did you eat? Because that would be something I would want to know.
Yeah, because that man intentional about my niecey poo. But anyway, so yes, Letty. I mean, listen. All we're saying is, this is all we're saying. I don't know about the ladies that created the list. All we're saying is, be creative, be inventive. I didn't ask you to take me to the top steakhouse. I didn't ask for that. Now, do I think I'm top steakhouse worthy? Absolutely. But whatever you do for me, I am too going to do for you if we get there. But I'm not saying that needs to be a first date. We could do something that you spent $0.
Yep.
We can, as Portia said, we can go for a walk. We can. No, Charles, we cannot go to Sizzler, baby.
I don't even have one of those
The
here no
buffet's
more.
still open. Here.
Is Sizzler still open?
Right. I don't know if it's still open. But yeah, I totally agree with what everything y'all said. My thing as well with this, unfortunately, ladies, like I said, today social media makes things a little more difficult because people get caught up in, oh, well, somebody will see this list and be like, oh, this should be my standard because I'm worthy of better than this, right? And so I think it's important that you know yourself and don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing or what it looks like the majority is saying, because that's just your side of TikTok or that's just your side of Facebook or Instagram, but that's not the collective point of view. And also, why does it matter what the collective point of view is? It's what your standard is or what your point of view is. Like Keisha asked the question earlier when Elroy was speaking, because he said something about taking somebody somewhere cheap, and she was like, "What's wrong with cheap?" To Keisha, she don't find nothing wrong with that. Keisha just want to eat. So if you want to take me to McDonald's, for today, whatever, like that's fine for her. I think we need to hone in on what's important to you. And like even for me, I'm not thinking you're not, like Tammy kind of spoke towards it, that you're not being intentional because you pick one of these things on this list. You still are intentional. Hell, I've been on a date now for 5 months and ain't got one date. And the thing is, be grateful that somebody taking you on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were intentional enough to ask you out on a date and follow through with it and want to spend some time with you in that manner, opposed to just over the phone. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a two-way thing. I'm not saying that you lower your standards, but you do what's best for you. Don't get caught up in the collective and what people
Absolutely.
are, because people be on here saying what they'll do, and then they be out here taking bull crap. Don't
Because it's
don't get
social
caught up.
media. Because it's social media.
Don't
Before
get
we
caught
before
up.
we take the next comment, commercial break. Also, y'all tap up the damn screen and let the guests fly. Go ahead, go ahead, Portia. Tell the
Hey
people where they at.
y'all, this is I said morning everyone. Morning Big V. I was trying to message you back, but
Good
anywho,
morning, Big
good morning
V.
Big V. Thank you guys for joining. This is the After Party Podcast where your host is Tam and Portia, and our initials are TAP. So we like to say tap that, tap up the screen. I am your host today, so I need y'all to tap up on me. We have a 30K a day liking goal. We are at 20.4. Thank y'all so much for tapping up the screen. We appreciate y'all. Also, our gifting goal are 1 cent coins. We have 447 of them. We need 1,000. Help your girls out. We are here for 2 hours, Monday through Friday, from 9 to 11 Eastern, giving y'all free content all the time, spending time with y'all. Today is Topic Thursday, and we're talking about this list. All right, as you can see, the boxes are full because everybody got something to say about it, and I'm glad about it. But yes, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Thank
Appreciate
y'all
y'all.
so much.
Letty, what's up?
Yes, laddie.
I had to raise my hand. I was eating, cause I be having to raise my hand over here. Necessarily say that what is there is wrong. For
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm. I need to say this right so that it's taken with the right context. I'm a sapio person. So you doing all of that is great, but you writing me something is better. You taking me out somewhere is better. You speaking off your mind and us going for a short drive to a specific destination that you made the plans is better, because I'm thinking that you've listened to Tam, because she said we've been talking for some time and you're listening to what I'm saying. Again, it is intention. All of that might have been good intention for some people when they were younger. I'm assuming most of the people that are in here are like older than 20 something. And they're like, nah, I don't want to do no more Applebee's. I don't want to do no more chili dates. I want that Red Lobster biscuit, cause I ain't had it in a while or something. They're like, I want something with intention. And like Tam said, that list could be what they're saying. They're not saying that they're not too good for it. They're saying, give me more than what you would give someone else. And I know, what was his name? Mr. Major was like, we trying to get to the wife point. But how you going to get to the wife point without your intention?
Wait, so I meant to say something towards that lady real quick.
Go ahead, babe.
Um, People that are dating, that's another key point. Now, it sounds like to me from him, he's dating with the intention of finding a wife. That
Right.
is an intention.
Right.
So some people are dating just to sleep with somebody.
That,
Some people are dating just for
He
companionship.
got 5 women in his phone. He ain't dating to find a damn wife.
But that's
Anyway.
important to have the knowledge of too what someone's intention is with dating. When I date with the intention on being in a long-term relationship. I'm not dating for a short time. I'm not dating for a fun time. I'm dating with the intention on finding my spouse. That's my intention from the very beginning. And so when we have conversations and we're communicating, I'm letting you know what my intention is. And if you're not on the same page, then you ain't for me. And it's just that simple. So I mean, obviously, like, I don't think that correlates with, well, this first date, you ain't worthy of this wifely thing. No, if your intention is dating to find a wife, whatever we do, that's going to show up in that date. you know? So whatever. Um,
Blossom is
Casey.
here.
Oh yeah, Blossom.
Wait a minute.
Blossom.
Blossom is here.
I just
We got
knew
to let Blossom speak. Give me 1
Blossom is
second,
in
Casey,
the
because
box.
Blossom never
Casey
gets in
right
the
after
box.
Blossom. So
What's
sorry.
going on, Blossom?
Hey, you guys.
Nice to meet
Hey,
you.
boo.
Hey, love.
All right, look, so I don't have a problem with all of the places on the list, right? The only problem I have is taking me back to your house because I'm not trying to Netflix and chill, right?
That part is
Not
on
on
the
the first
list.
date.
It's a
I
no.
also have a problem with buffet style restaurants because I mean germs. Come on now. But I think most women just want you to put some thought in the first date. I mean, it could be going to the park, like you said, free night at the museum. You know, you can go to the dollar store, get some paint, and we can have our own sip and see. It's not really about spending the money, right? It's just putting the thought into it.
Yep.
When I was dating my husband, we went out every day, right? But we didn't go to places that were always grand. I mean, we can go to a fast food spot or we can go to a nice restaurant. We could go for a walk in the park, have a picnic, those type of things. But what I valued the most was the conversation. You know what I mean? I think that the reason why this list probably was created, because from what I'm hearing, the dating pool is trash. You get what I'm saying? And
It got pee in it.
guys aren't really courting women as they should. So yes, it's a bit much, and it comes across as a little, conceited or stuck up about what spots you want to go to. But I think they're just putting it out there so that it can require men to have more thought, put more thought in it. You know what I mean?
I agree, Blossom. I agree. And that's what I was trying to say. Like, it's not this list is not one person's don't take me to none of these 30 spots. It's just saying do better because you can. You can be more creative. You can think outside the box. They didn't say they wouldn't go on a long walk in the park. They didn't say they wouldn't go paddle boating. They said be creative. Do not take me to McDonald's. Although I don't really like McDonald's, but like we could probably once, not on the first date, but after you start courting me, we could go somewhere and grab something and sit in the car and eat. And so be creative.
Right. That's
Time again.
Rachel.
Can
Are you talking?
I talk about the list? Can I add something to the list? I mean, not add, but I'm gonna add this for the gentleman and the young gentleman. Don't take this list seriously, but hear what the sisters are saying. But because what I'm concerned about is the guy's gonna look at this list saying, okay, they don't want none of this stuff, so we gotta. That ain't what's being said. It's being said, like you said, be creative, but you can go to these things, but ask or find out. But I'm scared of the generation that's going to be grabbing this list saying, okay, like this what she don't want, so let's figure out something else. And that's not the point. But young men and men can be small minded and they can think that, and it scares them into getting into this mode. And I don't want them to be molded or trained, so to speak, this way, because this is the stuff that's being shot out. It's like there's certain things that men say to women, and they're like, "Oh, this is what they want now." No, that's not the whole list, or that's not the details. But I'm just scared of the men generation is going to look at it and run with it in a different direction. It's going to change things. And the thing is they need to understand how or what we need to listen, open up your ears and hear what she's saying, and that's the thing, and then go accordingly to each date or each person.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Rachel.
And that I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rasha.
Rachel, can we hear you?
Mm-mm.
We can't hear
Nope.
you.
We
No.
cannot hear you.
She
I don't
went
know what
Probably
she's.
low.
swipe. Oh, if
Yeah.
you swipe down on your screen and then swipe back up. Because sometimes when you get a call or something, it interrupts the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, you
No.
probably got to drop and come back, babe.
Drop and come
Right.
back, love.
Drop out and come back. Drop out, come back.
I think whatever she's gonna say is gonna be great. I'm giggling because I'm watching
She
the
always say great
comments.
stuff. I love her.
I'm
Y'all, my
I'm
baby,
loving
she's
it.
young, but she is very, very, very wise beyond her years. I love that.
Oh, there she go.
Y'all,
Come on, Rashay.
while we wait for Ricky to come back, real quick, Charles said that we going to Barnes and Noble and get a book and get some coffee and then play freeze tag.
But
When we
Elder
go,
cracked me up because he said in the store.
Right.
I want in the fucking store. Let's do it.
Why not?
For real. It would be
Be,
great. Sounds like
be
fun to me.
adventurous. It was
He's my
intention.
kind of guy.
Right.
He's my kind of
Rashay.
guy.
Can you
Sorry,
hear me?
Rashay, go ahead.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay. I was just saying, I guess I'm well, I don't know if I'm the youngest, but I probably am the youngest on the panel. I don't think it's a lot of the things. I just don't agree. I honestly think that men have their mindset in a certain way, and women have an idea too. And everybody's fighting, making sure they get what they want instead of just enjoying the moment and the experience. So I don't think average men are out here like, oh no, they're not going to train me to do this. The whole point is they don't think at all. They're thinking about the one goal that they want, which is to have fun, to explore different women, to get over and to have sex and stuff. That's just the truth. To have a roster, but also women do the same thing, and those two will meet each other, and sometimes the person who do have good intentions will meet the man who being a player, and the man who got good intentions will meet the woman that's being a player. Everybody out here doing it.
Yep.
But if you open your
Unfortunately.
eyes, you'll meet the person that you're supposed to be with, and you'll see the signs, and you would just enjoy the experience. When I was dating, I went on many dates with different people, and I enjoyed the experience because I enjoyed that moment with no big, like with intention to see where it would go. I knew what I was dating with, but I didn't put that on that particular person.
That
That's
part.
what I mean. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to McDonald's because I don't eat McDonald's. It doesn't. It's not saying anything about. I just personally don't eat there.
Right.
And I'm definitely not going to go anywhere to appease anybody else because I have a standard, and I'm not going to lower my standard for anybody. I'm
That
not going to do it for no one. I'll do the same thing. It's all about reciprocity and finding your equal. If you're not my equal, you're not my equal. If you're not going to do what I need, you're not going to do what I need. That's fine. We just need to pass each other along and keep it pushing. You'll find McDonald's lady, and y'all can go to McDonald's, and I'll find
The
somebody who,
McDonald's lady.
yeah,
Yes.
and or a McDonald's
Give me
man,
number
whatever you
7.
want.
Give me a number
Everybody is
7 with a
different.
milkshake. I'm
I don't
good.
like McDonald's. I don't, and I'm not going to act like
Oh,
so that you are comfortable fitting in. Like for me to fit in your bubble, we might not be together. I like cooking at home. It don't have to be $1,000. We could go grocery store, spend 100, and that's 50 per person. That's cool. We have leftovers.
But that's not on the first date, right, Rashay?
No,
Right.
but
Right.
You
So
look
let's.
like you had to think about
but
that. Wait
She
a
like.
minute.
She was like,
I can lie. No, because I
Love,
don't
Rashay.
mind
I'm
going
so
and
glad you got a man.
doing.
She be out here. We be having to go look for her because she done been
ah.
kidnapped.
I don't mind. It just depends. The thing is, when I date people, it's a courting process to dating, meaning before I even see you. But so I'm very intuitive, and I have stayed clear of people who are, I guess, dangerous or predator. Thank God I have those things that I can pinpoint people out. I haven't come across a negative dating experience because I just feel like I attract the energy that I am, and I think
Period. I'm
be
sorry.
mindful that you are what you attract. If you came across a certain person, it's something in them that is in you, and you mad at them, but you need to be mad at yourself because you would never attract them if that wasn't who you were.
First of all, Rashay, ain't
If
nobody asked you to
you
come on here
can't say
reading these
amen,
folks.
just say
Don't be
ouch.
reading our
If you
folks,
can't,
okay?
no.
Nobody asked you to do all that.
She in here stepping on all kinds of toes. My
Read
toes
the
is on
folks
fire,
for
but
them.
But it's the
anyway.
truth though.
Yeah,
Business. Selling
it is.
all
It's
the business.
absolutely the truth, Blossom. It's
That
absolutely the
that
truth.
is
But
so
I'm just saying my
true.
toes hurt. I'm just saying my toes hurt. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, don't do it again, Rashay, okay? Behave yourself. Jesus.
Rashay, I loved it all. I ain't even gonna lie. But I was dying
Baby,
over here.
listen, but that's real. That is so real. We just gotta, and that's what, but the thing about it, the most important thing you said and everything that you said, Rashay, was that you know yourself. You know yourself. And again, we are trying to communicate, men and women. We are trying to communicate with each other, and we process things differently, and we don't fully understand, well, why would she say this? And again, like KC said, without context to what this this list is, you would not, a man would find that intimidating. Like, well, damn, you can't do nothing for these women. You know what I'm saying? But with the context, which we are offering here today, and man, please hear us and take this with you. We are offering you context that it's all about intention. It's all about what we feel is best for us as individuals. This does not apply to everybody. And we have Keisha on the panel right now who's okay. Like she said, get her number 7 with a milkshake. She good, okay? But that doesn't make her less than. That doesn't make her less worthy. That's just what her preference is, and that's what she's okay with. But just because Rashay doesn't like McDonald's, she don't eat it at all. That doesn't make her high standards. That doesn't make her above. It's just, that's not my preference. You know what I'm saying? So again, just like y'all men have preferences, y'all like them bigger, y'all like them smaller, y'all like them natural hair, y'all like them with weave. It's a preference. But don't get caught up in all of this and lose sight of who you are and your standards and what you desire and want and need. Okay? Because what I may need may be totally different than what Tam needs. And that's okay. That's okay. Let me read the rest of these things on this list, child, because we almost out of here. I'm just gonna run them down. IHOP, we already spoke towards. Denny's, already spoke towards. The gym. That's another great, especially if both of y'all trying to get
That's a great first
into.
date.
That's a great first date. And you could be a little physical. You be like, oh, you strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're sexy.
Motivating.
Oh,
Somebody else.
look at Elroy.
What? I didn't see it. I like
He
them.
said he like a white guy.
Oh Lord Jesus! Not
Oh, well.
Anyway, go ahead with the list. Go ahead with the list.
church on this list. Don't take me to church on the first date. Listen, I love the Lord, and He heard my cry. I'm okay with it. But
Portia.
as long as we eat afterwards, I'm cool. You better feed me after church, okay?
I can't.
Get up early and get all cute, because I'm a step. Period. The next, Starbucks. Starbucks is a great first date. I know if you love coffee or tea or you like they little pastries, whatever. Why not?
It's the atmosphere.
It's very intimate.
It's
like,
the atmosphere.
But not only that, y'all can decide if y'all like each other in a short amount of time. Y'all ain't locked into a 2-hour dinner, and y'all can be there for 30 minutes and be like, "This ain't gonna work. I'm out."
Yes. Right. That's crazy. Anyway. Coffee dates, same thing as Starbucks, but they said no coffee dates. That's crazy. Ice cream dates. I love ice cream. Take me to the ice cream shop, okay?
I was trying to figure out how that made it on there, because that's blue.
That is so crazy. Like, it makes you feel like a kid again.
Like, but Tam, that's nostalgic for me. Yeah. That's nostalgic. That's like, even though I haven't, I'm sorry, Porsche, even though I haven't been to an ice cream place in so long, if somebody, even though it's cold here right now, if somebody was to be like, hey, Letty, let's go to Baskin and Robbins and then go for a walk on the water. You said
absolutely
ice cream and go for a walk on the water?
You know I don't need that ice cream, but you're going to give it to me. And we're going to exercise, get that cardiovascular going. Let's go. What are we talking about? Anyway.
Right.
The next thing on the list was family functions.
No,
it's too soon for family functions.
For our first date,
I'm gonna think you weird. Yeah, I'm gonna think you weird as hell if you taking me to that. And that's what Charles was just saying, that church is like family functions. Yes. If I'm taking you to my church on a first date, he said, unless neither of you are members, if y'all are going to a church that neither one of y'all know, different. But if I'm taking you to my church, that's too personable. And I agree with that.
Because you're trying to introduce me to folks and stuff. Yeah, it would have to be a random church. Like, we just love God. Okay, I was thinking about visiting him. Me too. Let's go visit. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe we can do that.
It's Uncle Ruckus, and why he telling me that I need to respect him as his as my man? Who is that?
He's a troll. He's a troll.
Okay. I'm like, who is this?
Another place on the list. So the family function is a no for me because
my man is in the chat. My man. He in the chat.
That's right. Her
No,
man is in
I
the
can't
chat.
bring no, I can't
Y'all
bring a
heard
stranger
everybody been in
around my
chat.
family because they're gonna
Shut
ask
Everybody,
up, Portia.
questions. They're
everybody
Shut
gonna
been
up,
ask
in
Portia.
chat.
questions.
Read the damn list, Portia.
Did
Read
everybody
the
get
damn
that
list.
Tam said her
I
man
can't.
in the chat? I just want to be clear.
I
I
did.
can't
I
have
heard
I
it.
can't
I
have
was reading
strangers
it.
around my family because my family gonna ask questions. They already know
Exactly.
the type of people I roll with, so they probably gonna be like, "Who the fuck are you? Like, where
Yeah.
you come from? How long
Yeah.
you been around? Do you know me?
You don't want
Who
that
are
smoke the
you?"
first
Like,
date.
they gonna
You don't
say
want
that,
that
and they don't
smoke.
have no cut cards. They don't be
Mhm.
no filter at all.
Yeah, no,
So
we're
I
not
gotta
gonna do
be
that.
real
We're not gonna
careful.
do that on the first date. We're not gonna do that. And plus, I don't want to be under that pressure. That's too much pressure. I don't even know you, and you gonna bring me around these crazy folks? Anyway, so next one is movie night, like indoors.
Shut
That's
up, Tina.
Netflix, Hulu, etc. For me, I've done that a lot in the past prior to being married before. And I thought that was okay. But I've aged out of that. No. For a first date, no, you cannot come to my house and kick it. No, 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 no. I don't
First
like
of
it.
all, that is not safe, ladies.
It's not.
You, if you don't know this guy, first,
Or girl.
and the
Or
other
what?
thing
Yeah.
that Portia about to get to on this list is a long anywhere that's a long that requires a long drive. You should not be in a car with a stranger. I know that we used to do that back in the day, but also we used to get offed back in the day. You go on the first date, nobody ever hear from you again.
No.
You should not be in a car with a man you do not know on a first
Right.
date. Meet him
Agreed.
there.
Right.
Agreed. Yeah,
Y'all
no.
tell him
It's
I was just getting rid of the troll. Y'all know. Y'all know.
Yeah, I totally no, we don't we know what you said and we heard what you said. Don't play with it. Anyway, yeah, no, the long rides and the coming to my house, no, and that's for men and women. It's unsafe for everybody because it's been instances that men come to women's house and they end up hurting them. Like fatality. No, we don't want none of those problems. Okay, be safe, protect yourself at all times. Um, somewhere that
Jeanette.
requires a long drive. No, I'm not going on a road trip with you for the first date. I don't know where you driving me to. I don't even trust you like that. No. Another one, bowling. What's wrong with bowling? I love bowling.
Listen, I'm probably not gonna go bowling. First of all, I don't know how to bowl. No, let me take that back. I will go bowling. I might not actually bowl because I don't know how to bowl, and also I
What
don't
if
want to
he's
break
like,
my
let me
nails.
show you. Let me show you, and he come
You
behind
gonna
you.
get behind me, and I'm gonna get the
But
little ball that you just hold like this, but you don't put your fingers in. I can't put my fingers in the holes. But if you give me this, and I do like this, and you be behind me, that could be real cute.
Yeah, that could be cute. Next, nightclubs. Absolutely not. First of all, I don't even do nightclubs, so that's a no for me, dog. Ladies, how y'all feel about nightclubs? First date, it's loud, a
wait,
bunch of
wait,
people.
wait a minute,
I don't want
Portia.
to go to no club.
Me
Nothing.
neither.
I don't
I
like
Don't
clubs.
point it
So
out,
I
ladies.
want to
Don't
go
point it out.
for we.
What you say, lady? No. What's happening?
Shooting the nightclub.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, no, 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 no. It's not
Because
for me.
and then for me, it's about my safety. They do too many things here. They doing too many uh dumb a things here, and I
Mhm.
want to live. I want to walk home
That
to my
part.
car. So no.
Yes. Oh,
We
look
got
at
we
Blossom
got two
said.
minutes. We got 2 minutes.
Blossom said
So
bowling. That's what I said, Scott. Blossom said bowling is good. Plus for men, their love chemicals are released during team building things.
Right.
So come on, yes,
Right.
speakeasy person,
That part.
speakeasy or a bar, not a club. Yeah, now speakeasy or a bar is different. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. I'm not sure how to say your name. Shavaz Zaya. I don't know, but thank you.
Shabbasia.
Yeah, Savash. Yeah,
Shabbasia.
say it for us, child.
Welcome,
Thank you so
welcome,
much.
welcome.
Welcome. That's a tip, ladies. Period, Blossom. Thank you, love. Yeah, I like a lounge, a nice little live music thing. That's cute. I love that. That's all up in my, but not a nightclub. I'm not doing it. Next on the list was a hookah bar.
I've never
Why we
been,
can't
so I
go?
don't know.
Why we
I don't
can't
see
go?
nothing really wrong with a hookah bar because y'all can sit in a booth by yourselves
Yeah,
type
I
situation
don't
if
really
y'all both
like men
enjoy
that
hookah.
smoke hookah though.
I'm.
Sam, we're not about to do this with you.
I love
Okay,
Tam. Oh,
sorry,
dang,
sorry.
We're
Tam.
not doing that with her. Don't even entertain it. Don't do it.
Okay,
But if you
sorry, sorry.
Look,
Elroy,
you
do you
both
smoke
enjoy
hookah?
hookah, I don't see
Elroy,
nothing
do you
wrong.
smoke hookah?
Blossom,
Portia.
don't be agreeing with her. Don't
Portia,
be
I was
agreeing.
done when she kept saying, stop trying to take me to Applebee's. I understood after the first time you said, I don't want to go to Applebee's. When you said it again, I was like, woman, you're beating the
See,
horse.
Elroy said he don't smoke hookah. I don't want you to smoke hookah.
Tam,
You can take me to smoke hookah, but if you want to smoke it too, I don't know.
what's wrong with that? This is why I say I'm not having this conversation because no.
What's tomorrow's conversation? I might stay home from work.
There's nothing. If a man likes to smoke hookah, that's his preference. That's fine. Just like if they like to smoke. Oh God, Elijah. First of all, I just told him
Thank you,
not to do it, and you
Elijah.
gonna come in
Listen,
this
it's
chat and
low
say
key
it.
sassy. It's
How is that
sassy.
sassy?
If we
It's
could keep
flavor.
tapping, because
It
they
got
at
flavor.
29.4K. Come on, tap, tap.
Y'all are
It got
so.
flavor.
Y'all are so rude. Y'all are so rude.
What's the rest of the list, Porsche?
Don't do these men. Okay, guys, don't pay attention. Y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay,
You
anyway,
holding it like this with the
hush, Tam. Yes, it's a shut up, Darren. Anyway, a bar for
Anna,
just
can you
drinks. What is wrong with going
Wrong
to
with
a
the,
bar for
what
just
is
drinks?
wrong with a bar for just drinks?
you know what,
What
You
are we talking
ladies,
open with
about?
drinks.
ladies, this is not us. Remember,
Okay.
somebody
You're
might
right.
have had an issue at a bar.
For
Remember,
just drinks. You're
remember
right,
Major
Daddy.
got 5 women in his phone that he talking to. So one of the 5 women might have pulled up because he went to the same bar. He took them
You
too.
so
Woo!
silly. What
You're
is
right
wrong with
about it.
you? What is wrong
You're
with
right
you?
about it. You're right about it.
Are we at the end of
Or
this
she
list?
could have, or she could have got somebody put something in her drink at the bar,
Correct.
or it could have
Correct.
been a negative experience. So I get that,
Correct.
but
Correct.
also,
Time out 1 second.
yes, what happened?
We want to thank you guys for 30,000 likes. If y'all could get us
It's a lot of corn. It's a lot of corn.
276. Okay. 276. Y'all could just let it run right now. Just let it run. Just let it
Just
run.
go
Just let it
off. Go
run.
off. Everybody, go off. It's
Go
29
off with
people in
the
this chat.
corn.
Go off. Give us some corn.
Go
Um,
ahead.
for
Major
the corny
said he had
list.
5 women in his phone, and you lucky if you get to go to Applebee's with him. That's what he had said. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the
Period.
messenger.
Period.
That's what him
We
said. We
got
was just
80%
telling you.
there.
Right.
Listen, also, if y'all love it here, let us know you love it here and become a subscriber and stay a while. If this is your first time joining us, do come back. We have good discussions like this every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern to 11 a.m. Eastern. We are about to wrap up. Also, we only open the boxes on Tuesdays and Thursdays because y'all be getting a little sassy and
I
we
didn't
don't be
get
wanting to
sassy.
be fighting and arguing with you
I didn't
people
get
and wrangling
sassy.
y'all in every
I
day.
didn't get
So
sassy.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we just had fun. On Mondays, it's weekend recap, getting y'all business, find out what y'all did for the weekend. On Tuesdays, it's Topic Tuesday. Wednesdays, we have Special Request Wednesday where you can come in and request all your special song choices. Thursdays, like today, Topic Thursday. And Friday, it's our Friday faves where we talk about all of our favorite things. So you might be one of them. Yes, Letty.
Period.
We never got to catch up on me and Adrian.
What's the
You
seasons?
nothing
Wait,
much. It was
hold on.
just
It's some tea.
so it's not a lot of tea. We got to know each other, and I like Adrian as a person, as a friend. He's very where his mind is intellectually. I love it. Like he's a very
Okay.
cool person.
Yes.
Mm,
Okay,
Where did I like it?
Portia. Portia.
You the one opened the door.
Are we
I'm gonna
gonna
walk
go
Por-
in,
on a
babe.
date?
Portia.
What's
You
happening?
getting
It
flued
was
out?
no.
Yes, Chef Adrian Blossom.
Yeah.
So y'all just gonna be friends?
Yeah, because there's a lot of different because of what he has going on as far as work over
Exactly,
there
Elijah.
and me going back to
Elijah
school.
said we need more details.
Don't be something and not finishing it. What the?
I, we never
Yes,
got
he
to
cooking
catch.
on the front porch.
Yeah. Go on, Letty.
He be cooking. Yeah. No, it wasn't a dating show. We just happened on this particular live. I think it was back in August. I was talking back and forth to him, and it was just a funny conversation. And then we shared information and we talked. And his conversation, like, I got him though, because most men have this thing about talking to women off of TikTok because they meet a specific type of woman that is not that well versed in conversation.
Okay.
So he tried to see where my conversation was gonna go, and I was like, I'm not gonna take you there. But it was a nice, like, if it was for a first encounter kind of conversation, it was very nice. It wasn't
Okay.
it wasn't like, hey shorty, where you from? It wasn't like, hey yo. It was more like, hey, what do you like to do? What are you, why are you here? What was your, what's your interest? What was your, that kind of thing. And he laid out his
Right.
little like businesses and what he did previously and what he's doing now. So it was nice.
So y'all friends or not? What? Come on, girl.
Yes, we friends.
They friends. She
Are
said they
y'all? Are
friends. She
y'all?
said she
Y'all
not
just
get.
friends
No,
though,
she said they not.
or y'all gonna try to build or no?
We didn't talk about that.
But y'all still
Okay.
actively talking?
Yeah. Like I say, hey.
Well, let's go. Keep us posted,
Mhm,
okay?
mhm.
Yes, yes. Listen, because here at the after party we make love connections. Anyway, or friend connections. I don't know.
Wait,
Anyway, God bless
let
it.
me say these last few.
Wait, Carlina
Sky's in
just
the
joined.
building. Hey, Sky,
Hey,
baby.
Sky.
It was a good show till it got messy, Letty. You petty Letty, because he is not here to say his part. He is not here to say how things went, and you just put it all out there. I don't like it, petty Letty. A little messy. We ain't asked for
Sky.
that, T.
Sky. I
Hmm.
don't do
Territory, Scott, chill.
Sky. I don't do messy. One. The conversation has always simply just been a strict conversation. It's always like, hey, how are you? How's things going? How are the businesses going? How are you doing? It's never, hey, yo, let me
She
see what
said it's a
you got on
friendship,
today.
y'all.
It's a friendship.
She said,
It's a
she said
friendship.
it's just a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Listen, okay, I like it. Listen,
I like it too. I'm here for it.
go ahead.
Thank
Man,
you.
block me, drop me. This shit messy. Bye.
Okay,
Girl.
bye, Carlina. She
So wait,
listen.
okay. The last few things on the list, I'm just gonna run them down real quick. It's the Waffle House, sports events, mom and pop restaurants, and food trucks. People are outrageous. This is
Weird.
ridiculous.
That's
This is
outrageous. Why
ridiculous.
not a
So
mom and
weird.
pop space? Especially if most of those places that your niece mentioned, those like the Indian restaurants, if you live in a place where it's well versed, that has like a lot of Hispanic places or Cuban or a lot of Latin American cuisine, they're not gonna be a chain. It's gonna be a mom and pop situation. It's gonna be something that somebody came and put together and said, let's do this and let's build. Yeah,
And
the
it's our
food truck,
community.
right? The food truck,
Like,
why not? Because not all food trucks are gonna be the same. Um, I think I was in Adrian's live a few weeks ago, and he was talking about how he didn't enjoy how Atlanta has a hold on the food trucks or whatever. And I was like, I didn't know that. We're here like this month because it's over now. We had Oktoberfest. That's when you go down to Fremont and you walk down the street and you taste every kind of cuisine. You taste Irish cuisine, you taste, Latin American cuisine, you taste American cuisine, you taste it all. And that's what that time of that's what it happens for that. So you get exposed to different people's food. I was a little thrown that was on the list, because I was like, are y'all just going to the food truck just to go to the food truck? Are y'all going to the lunch food truck at the lunch spot, or are you going to try somewhere else?
We don't know. Blossom,
So,
you have something?
so one more thing real quick before Blossom say what she got to say.
Okay.
Speaking of Oktoberfest, do not forget our costume party. Subs, you've already gotten the information. If you have not already registered, please do so. It is Tuesday night, 8 p.m. You already have the Zoom link. Everyone else will need to DM us for the Zoom link. But we're excited to see you guys and see your creativity, because there will be prizes. So don't forget, we're excited to do it with y'all. So
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
excitement.
Blossom?
Not
Anyway,
the roach coat.
listen, it's 11:09. I gotta get to work.
I'm
Yeah,
Are
I'm
we
sorry.
about to
still?
let go.
Are we
Blossom
done
came
with the
back in the
list?
box. I just want to know what she got to
Go
say
ahead,
real quick.
Blossom.
I was just saying we need an after party dating show. Y'all making love connections and
Okay.
all. Like that'd be cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna have it's gonna be a night thing, and it's gonna be on Zoom. It won't be here.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the Blossom. Thank you so much. We're gonna get it
Thank
together, and we're
y'all.
gonna
Thank
call you up and
y'all.
get your
What did I
feedback.
tell you, Blossom? Thank y'all so
Oh,
much. This has
there
been a
that
great
and
conversation.
Charles
Y'all
said
helped us.
join the Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord, but you got to be a
If
subscriber
you're
to
a
be a part of
sub,
the Discord.
if you're a
So
sub,
thank y'all
meet us over
again.
in Discord.
Right. Thank you, Theo. Child, I'm the first one I need to be trying to get. Yeah. Anyway, thank y'all for helping us reach our liking goal and our gifting goal. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for everybody that joined in the conversation. Thank you for everyone who followed for the first time. This your first time here. Thank y'all so much for everyone who got in the boxes. Tam.
Remember, the world has never met another you. Go out and be great in it. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for 2 hours and 11 minutes today. Thank you for helping us reach our gifting goal. Thank you for helping us reach our liking goal. We hope to see you guys back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. It will be our Friday faves. Have an amazing day today. We love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.